guys, today we're going to be making things out of scraps, and you're going to make them out of like plastic or paper, scraps of paper, things that you would normally throw away. So let's jump right into the video. In my last video, I cut a Smart water bottle into pieces, and I had a little piece left over. So we're going to make our bracelet base out of this. So you're going to take some paint, any kind. I'm using puffy paint, and you can use any color. I'm just going to use black. Sorry guys, that was my brother's big Nerf gun. So you're going to take your paint, and you're going to take whatever pattern. I'm going to do polka dots all over your bracelet. It could be any pattern. It could be stripes, it could be triangles, it could be circles, anything you want. So after I did all my polka dots, I did them all the way around. It is going to have a little bit of scrap, so if you would like, you can put tape around it when you do it. But I think it's really cool, and it's a really fun project to do. But I'm going to put white paint all around and let it dry. Then it will be a perfect bracelet to wear. I actually do not have white paint right now, so I'm going to let it dry like this and show you at the end when it's dry. On to our next one. So for our next one, I'm going to be doing a picture. So I have this scrap of pink paper. I have half a hot glue in my hot glue gun. I have a cross and a piece of blue paper. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take my piece of blue paper and glue my cross onto it. I'm going to take my half of glue gun and just glue it right on. Sorry, that's my brother. So that's what it looks like. Next, I'm going to take this scrap of pink paper and take my other piece of hot glue and glue it onto the corner of the paper. So now my paper looks like this. It's a really cute thing that you can hang up, and it's all by using scraps. I just use this from a scrap of going to church. It was very easy to make. On to our third. So for this third one, I am going to be taking an old cap and gluing it onto this half-broken paper. So while I'm charging up our hot glue gun, you're going to take a pen and go take your cap, put it on the paper, and trace around it. So let's start. So this is going to be a little hard. It is not going to be perfect. So now that I have it traced, that's where our button thing is going to go. Now, if you'd like, you can cut the circle out, but if it's the same exact size, do not, because then it won't fit on the paper. So what is a good part about this is it could be kind of like a push button, depends, like a little fake push button. It's a really cool art also. So now that I have my glue gun charged, I'm going to glue this cap onto the paper. So now that I have my cap glued on, I'm going to let it dry because this is hot glue. And if you're not used to using a hot glue gun by yourself, please get your parent to help. So now that it's glued on, sorry, that's my brother, you can write push, thanks, anything you want on it. I'm going to write push with a half-broken crayon. Usually, people would throw that away. Now that I wrote push on it, it's kind of like a little funny push button. Now, I'm going to take this crayon, and I'm going to write 4 lines above the push button, just like this. Now, if that's too light of a color, for me, I'm going to use a different color. So now that I have my green on top, I'm going to think of any number code. So think of a 4-number code that you can remember. I'm going to say 7225. well, actually, 7543. So I'm just gonna write on the corner in the back 7543. Then I'm gonna color it off with a black crayon. Then if you ever forget your code, you can just scratch it off. So now that I have my code, I'm just gonna write it one more time and do the same thing. I'm gonna have here, every time, so you're gonna write all the numbers and the numbers it could be in. I'm gonna write 1 to 10. I'm gonna write in green 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the number range. It's down below. I don't think you can see it that well, but that's the number range it will be in. So right above that, write range. So now you're going to do one more thing, and this is how you can earn money. It's a lot of fun. Take a pencil, and right next to your push button on each side, write 2 little rectangles, and they have to be at least that size. Because you would want a good enough size, so a quarter or a dime, 25 cents, which is a quarter, could fit into it. Now I'm going to cut these out and show you right when I'm done. Okay, so now I have my 2 rectangles colored up. Now I'm going to write in my green pen above it 25 cents. Now, when you can put it on the front of your door, they press push, and all you have to do is put a quarter, press push. There you go. And now that's all I have to say for scraps that you can use. Hope you guys use one of these.